Say the Victorial. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It's time for an installment of how my no-buy is going, how my project pan is going with your older than average YouTuber, and also playing with a, whoops, I forgot I had it, palette. So there we go. So if you want to see how things are going, see the products I played with. Yes, my hair is a mess, but it's okay. It's not what we're here about. We're here about this. So if that's what you're into, you're in the right place, and you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so we're ready for our chatty get ready with me catch up on how our no buy is doing month 2 down. We're going to be also talking a little bit about Project Pan, what I've been working on, and those are the items I'm going to put on my face today. I'm going to play with all my pile of Project Pan. There's a couple things that are just things that I use up as I go along. And then I did it again. I thought when I did the video in January, I caught all the things that I forgot to use from 2022, and I was wrong. I have this palette here. This is the Saffron palette from Suba Beauty, and it is this pretty little palette here. So I thought maybe we could do a look with this, as well as playing with some Project Pan stuff, and then we can also chat about how the no buy has been going and what I have been learning so far this year. So let's begin at first by priming our eyes as per usual with my P. Louise primer in the crazy tube where it's coming out of the side. But there we go. At least this nice big lid covers it up so it's not like it's going to dry out or anything. We're going to take one of these Sigma brushes. It's supposed to be like a concealer brush, but I definitely like it for doing this. And then our Odin's Eye close-up mirror, and off we go. So we are 2 months in. So we are, today is March, what day is it today? March 2nd, Thursday, March 2nd. When I'm filming this, I have no idea when this will go up, probably within the next few days. I have my normal new releases going up tomorrow, and then Monday I will have my creative palette. So maybe this weekend, maybe we will have a third video this week. And since it is March 2nd, it is time for our catch up on how we are doing with our no buy and how we are doing with our Project Pan. So how are we doing on our no buy so far? Excellent. I'm quite chuffed with myself. Again, I usually only use one concealer at a time, eye primer at a time. So this is the one that I'm panning right now, is the P. Louise. It is the oldest one that I have open. And yeah, so it's month 2. I have bought no makeup, no skincare, no knicka-knacka bricka-bracka, no clothes per se. I did through work because we were, even though I didn't end up going in that day to the office, we did do a pink shirt day. So we all had an option of picking up a t-shirt and a hoodie. So I did grab a hoodie. I think I wore it in a video. It's beautiful, bright pink. It says "Be Kind." It has a beautiful indigenous print on it. And yeah, so it was more work related. So, and for a good, and the money of course goes to a good cause to stop bullying. So I thought that was an okay expenditure. It wasn't just because I just felt like it or something that I bought. So yeah, I've bought nothing for the house. I basically really bought no clothes except for that hoodie for part of the, for kind of like a work related event. No lady heads. I've been doing really well. I think part of the reason why I feel that I'm doing really well is the new thing I'm doing on my channel here, which is the palette build from new releases that I've been eyeing to kind of see what I have in my collection. And it's really showing me that I've got a lot of stuff in my collection. I got a lot of beautiful stuff in my collection. Some stuff I've only used once or twice, some things I've used more, some things I haven't used in a while. So I really kind of need to work on that. So building these palettes and then using the products is been very beneficial, and it just shows me how much stuff that I have in my palette. So I'm just gonna grab, this is a Morphe brush. I don't know if they're still selling stuff. I believe Morphe is gone or done. I didn't buy a lot from Morphe, just some brushes and a setting spray once, and I think that's all I ever bought. So yeah, they weren't making money off of me, I'm afraid. Let's go with this. I might do a bronzy neutral, maybe? I don't know. So let's just start with this darkest shade in here. They do have names on them. I have my glasses here, but I'm doing eyeshadow, so I can't wear them. So I will pop them up here. Oh, my cat's having a hairball. So there we go. Yokai baby. Oh, my poor thing. Okay, so again, as per usual, I think I'm gonna do just a rounded look. I need to film my new releases. Maybe you might use this look for releases in rants, because it's supposed to be things we forgot we had, and I forgot I had that palette. So I never had a chance to use it. I got it part of the Suva Fill a Box sale. So I think now I've used all of them. Maybe not filmed with everything, but I have used everything. This was the last thing that I hadn't used at all. So yeah, so I've been doing really well. So 10 months to go, ha ha ha. Yeah, so I think this going through my collection to build a palette, I highly recommend trying it. Pick a palette that you're interested in buying, but you're kind of waffling about like, don't I have it? I mean, again, if it's something that's totally original, that's up to you if you want to pull the trigger. But if you're really wondering, oh, is this a story that I have before? Try building it out of your collection and see if that helps. I know FOMO is real, but you never know, it might help if you try and build yourself a palette. That's if you have a big collection. If you have a little collection, it's just like, are you leaning towards the same colors all the time? Are you even with half a dozen palettes or a dozen palettes? Like I have way more than that. So say you have a dozen and under, are there always the same color stories? Do you need to maybe kind of change it up a little bit? Do you need to, if those are just the colors that you like to wear, do you need to kind of cease and desist for a while and just use what you have? I mean, life isn't easy right now. For most people, everything is getting so expensive, like mind-boggling so. Wages aren't going to keep up. Canada, I guess in BC here, apparently we're supposed to get an extra up to $164 in our accounts. I haven't seen it yet. If that's going to happen, but that barely covers my heating. But there we go. Not that we should look to governments for handouts, but you know, some extra money is nice. So yeah, so I've been really happy that this has been going pretty well. I mean, and there's been a lot of good releases, but like I said, building the palettes has helped a little bit. And there's only definitely 100% one that's on my list for next year, and that is the Sherwood Cosmetics. I mean, there's a few other ones that I'm eyeing, but there's a few, like the Adept one that I want is limited edition. I think they just did their last order on it. So if that's it, that's it. I missed out. It's all good. I can't own it all. I only have one face. All right, so that was that dark shade. I like it. We might blow it out some more, but I thought just for now to get started. And then let's go. I do really like this red color, but I think I'm going to stick to a more neutrally look today. So we're going to go and use that shade in there. And again, I'll pop the shade there. This is just a little quick kind of get ready with me while I am using a palette I haven't used yet, and just chatting and using some Project Pan stuff. So I mean, again, I'm still trying to work for, I need to stop buying more food. My freezer is getting nice and full of things, but my two vegan plant-based companies have gone down here. One is the Vegan Butcher, which is actually a pretty big company. They started out in Victoria, and I think they even they had manufacturing in California, and were doing really well. And they have gone, and they were okay. I liked some of their products. I liked them more in the beginning until I discovered plant-based, which I love. And they're unfortunately, the panini has took them down. They were just kind of ramping up and starting when it happened, so they tried to make their best to make a go of it, but they're now trying to wind down, so try to make enough money selling products that they have, and just so that they can hopefully wind down without any debt, which I hope that for them. They're having a special thing on the 18th of March that they had an event that everybody can go to, but you can RSVP to get in a few hours earlier. So I decided to do that so I can, because once my favorite veggie bacon and a few other things are gone, they're gone. So there we go. That's a really pretty shade. So I could almost put the red up front and then maybe use that bronzy shimmer. Let's do it. So let's go into this red shade really quick here. And let's pop a little bit of that. Oops. So anyway, so that will put a whack of stuff in my freezer, and then I get to really, which I know I said that I think last month, that I got to really work on just not stockpiling food and working it through. So I have been trying to only every other week do groceries or as I need them and just pick up little things. There's always the one or two things that you always run out of. So, I mean, you need to eat, but I'm all on the eat to live, not live to eat train. Yeah, this red is really pretty. Hi, honey. We just had Snuggles. She's been very demanding the last month or so. Yes, I know, I'm talking about you. So, but she's a little old lady, so she gets all the snuggles and tasty snacks that she wants. Though she does like to leave me alone when I'm not doing anything, and as soon as I'm doing something, and I thought I shut the volume off on my phone. So we're going to go into that dark shade. I just want to darken the edge a little bit more. Actually, maybe I'm going to use a slightly denser brush here. And this is also a Sigma. What is this? This is the E60. So this is a bigger brush here. And I'm just going to use that to kind of pat down a little bit more darkness on the, oh yeah, that helped. I mean, using a big fluffy brush already, you know, basically does the blending for you as you're going along. There we go. So yeah, so I'm still working on the food part. I mean, that's not part of my no-buy thing, but I don't need to have all the specialty foods, like seriously. I guess it's because, so I watch a few vegan chefs on IG and stuff, and they always make some beautiful stuff, but when it comes to cooking, I'm lazy. Air fryer, stir fry. That's kind of where, that's basically where I am when it comes to cooking. I mean, I suppose if I was retired, I would probably have more time for that, but usually I just work and then I don't want to sit there and be chopping and cutting for an hour. So there is that. So I usually buy more things that I can kind of put together. Alrighty, so now let's pick a color, because there is, I might use the same brush for that. So there's 4, so this is a 9 pan, so there's 4 mattes, 4 shimmers. So we have a purpley shade, we have a bronzy brown shade, and then we've got a more kind of reddish, I guess it's a reddish brown, and then a bronzy brown. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Or no, I'm wrong. Maybe there's only 4 mattes in here. Okay, I'm just looking. This one here has some light shimmer to it as well. Okay, there we go. But I think what I want to do is I want to take, oh, and then we have a gold. Yeah, it's only the red, this cream, this brown, and this brown. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 mattes and 5 shimmers. I was wrong, I can't count. Okay, so again, we're gonna go with that one there. Did I bring a spray? I didn't bring my lip spray that I'm panning. I don't know where that went. Or did I? No, so we'll just use some of my, I always have one setting spray that I'm panning, and then usually when it gets down to a little bit, that becomes the one for my shimmers, and then I open another one. But I left what's left, which is only a little bit left in the other room. So let's get the shimmer first. So it's this bronzy reddish shade, and let's do it. Ooh, this is a really nice shimmer. Right. So I'm trying not to use so many lights. We do have a little bit, it's a little bit earlier in the afternoon. I started a little earlier today, so I was able to finish a little bit earlier. I thought if I do that, then I can film, because I kind of like the light, but I did put one little studio light to kind of balance out each side, because everything was looking a little bit soft. So hopefully the focus isn't too soft here. So we're gonna go like so. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my finger as well. And you can really see what a pretty shade that is. And so hopefully the lighting looks okay. Their shimmers are always nice. They're nice shimmers, but they're not really multi-chromy. They're just traditional shimmers. Though they're water activated liners that were the ones that were duochrome type multi-chrome ones. Those are really nice, and you can use those as shadows as well. So for underneath, I think I'm just gonna go with that dark shade again. And then we're gonna use, yeah, let's take that red, and then we're gonna stick that up front, like so. What should we do for inner corner? I think we will take this light shade. It's kind of like, this is like an off-white. This is a little bit darker, almost like a bone shimmer. So let's take a little bit of that. And let's pop that in there. And then, right, yeah, just a little bit of brightness there. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of shadow. I think maybe I should have put some lights on the other side. Okay, there we go. Or maybe if I raise this one up a little bit. All right, so there we go. Just a simple look. This is really a cute little palette. So this is the Saffron palette. So same thing too, when I'm panning, I only ever have one face primer on the go. Right now I am testing the vitamin C one from e.l.f. This is the first time I used it. Actually, I usually have a little scraper to take some out, because this one is a little bit different of consistency to the other putty primer. So I'll just use my nail here. But I actually really quite like this. You know, anything to help brighten the skin. And then I'll pop that on. So yeah, so for when it comes to pen, like I said, I'm getting down to core products, and my core face primer is basically e.l.f. The normal one, the original, is my favorite. But since I didn't try this one, and I haven't tried the acne one, but I'm been pretty lucky with that the last few years with all my good skincare that I don't really need to do that. Okay, the lights are really starting to bug me. Okay, usually we're gonna let this sit for about 30 seconds. So while I do that, I'm going to stick up another light to balance this out a little bit. I'll be back. That's better, having a little bit more light, because I was getting weird shadows. It was making me crazy. All right, so that gave it about 30 seconds. So this may be my last little bit that I have left, but I've been panning because I've had it for a while. This is one that I wanted to keep as a core foundation, but I've noticed on the Stila site, I haven't seen, looks like they've been selling out and they haven't restocked, and I haven't seen any more in Sephora. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one is going to be gone. So, but I do have a couple other ones that I like, but this I don't know, have I decided on a high-end one? So if I don't have another high-end one, then I may need to look, because I was trying to get to core high-end, mid-range, low range, and then some that were medium and some were lighter. But as you can see, there's very little left in here, so hopefully I can shake some out and get one more use. Yeah, I don't think we're getting any more. I think that's it. That last little bit at the bottom there, I can't squeeze that out. Okay, so let's see what I did get out. And if I don't have enough, we will go to the other one that I'm panning, and then I can open a new one to pan. So let's see what we got here. Okay, I think that was probably almost enough. I think I just need a smidge more. So since that is done, I'm just going to go into my Danessa Myricks. So as you can see, this was the other thing that I was panning. because I had stopped using it. I really liked it. I was kind of like, oh, well, it's expensive. I don't want to use it up. But again, things expire. It's stupid just to kind of hold on to things because they're expensive. So just a little bit extra, just pop a little bit. There. Okay. So for powder, right now, again, powders, pressed powders, I have a few that I'm working through. I do have one other loose powder that I need to use after. So once I finish this one, I will use that one before starting on my backup of the Fenty. But this is the Fenty lavender powder, and this is my favorite powder. So I definitely not on the hunt for anything else. So I don't really try anything else. Though I hear the Huda Beauty one is really good. So that was kind of on my list for a while to try her. Is it vanilla or sugar cookie or something like that I hear is really, really good. But I love this one so much. But I do have a little Besame one that's like a vanilla powder that I need to use. I've had for a little bit. So I'm thinking once this one's up, I will use that one. So next up is bronzer. I've been enjoying this Cover FX bronzer. I had gotten a newer one, which was the one from Trixie Cosmetics, which I want to get to, but I'd had this one open, so I thought I would use this for the project pan, and look, I hit pan. So I think I have a few more, because I've been using it pretty steady, so I think I have a few more months, and then I can start something new. So we're gonna go use a little bit of bronzer. So, though I only ever use a little bit of bronzer at a time, I don't ever go super heavy on it. I have definitely used quite a few in the last few years. I probably generally go through, I want to say 2 a year, but I don't think we can get this one anymore. I went and I looked at it for a video, and this one's in the shade Sunkissed, but I think they had, like they did with their blushes, those dual blushes where you had a shimmery and a matte. They did kind of the same thing with the bronzers, so I think they discontinued these because I didn't see them anywhere on their website. So for blushes, I have several different blushes that I'm working on panning. I always have a cream one because cream ones, you know, you don't want them to go off. I've already gone, last year I went through 2 of these, and this is the last of the Fenty cream ones that I have. So it is this red one here, and this one is it Daiquiri Dip? Yeah, so this is in Daiquiri Dip. So I've been panning, I have that one for pan. I also have, yes, I have from Besame, this one is it the 1915? Yes, 1915 Rose. So I do have this one that I'm working on. I don't think I have any other blushes in here. No. So those are the 2. Oh no, I kind of lie. This is funny. It's a multi-tool. So this one's from Fenty. It is this orange blush in a stick, but I've also used it as a lipstick. It worked really good as that too. So I have an orange one, a red one, and then a pinky one. Here we have a more kind of reddish eye going on here. So I think I'm gonna go with the one from Fenty. I usually use a damp sponge, but since I've been using a brush the last little while for foundation, I don't have one. So I'm just going to dip into, this is from Beauty Bay, so it's from one of their gold brush sets. So I've also, as you can tell, because the end is red, I've been using this one a little bit recently, and I've been doing really good. I really like these blushes a lot. I have a few other cream ones that I need to use, so I think once I've used those up, I will maybe buy some more of these Fenty ones. I really quite like them. But I also like the ones from Melts. Yeah, we just had a big snow here. It's gone away, but it snowed on my normal office day. So I may go into the office tomorrow instead. I'll fix a little bit. It's a little bit darker on the side, but when I do my buff, that will fix that up. And then, yeah, actually let's do that first, and then we'll do a highlighter. Where's my buffing powder? So again, the same thing. I usually have one pressed powder that I'm doing at a time. So this is from ZZ Cosmetics. This is my favorite pressed powder. I've used, I think, 2 more. I think this is the 3rd one. I believe I have 1 more, but before I do that, I have a couple other pressed powders that I should start using and just hold on to it. So that way I also won't feel the need to buy another one, because I'll have one, and I've got some others that I need to pan. So as you can see, I will be getting to one of those shortly. I'm going to use my favorite powder brush. This is from Lois Cosmetics. This came out when Meet Me in the Underworld came out, around that time, the brushes, I believe. So, and then this trick I learned from Wayne Goss, and it definitely really changed how I feel about foundations and powders, doing this buffing thing where everything gets nicely buffed in, and most of the time looks more like skin. Sometimes if I go a little crazy with blush, there's only so much this can do. But here we go. All right. So there we go. Actually, before that, let's do brows. I'm just going to do a quick brow today. And for that, I've been panning. So I have here, this is from Anastasia Beverly Hill. I can't remember where I got this, if I got this from Sephora Points or if it was part of a mystery bag or something. Yeah, I think this one I got with points, because this is a clear one. I got one with color, that with mystery points. But I need to get my brows done. I keep putting it off. I don't know why. So maybe I'm going to try for sure for next week. So for now, I'm just going to put in some clear gel. I know it's not a lot there, but I don't feel like putting any extra color or anything in today. So just have our little brows stick up there a little bit. So now for highlighters, the one that I'm working on panning, and I really like it, is also from Covered FX. I got this actually as a free with purchase. They're really good when you're buying something on their website. They always have little deals. You spend X amount of money, you can get these free things, and they always have little free things. But anyways, I got this rose gold bar of highlighters, and I really, really like these. You can be seen from space, or you can make it a little bit more natural. You see I'm wearing down, and it's taking me quite a while to do this because I've been panning this for most of last year, but I like all 3 shades, but I'm getting a little bit of a dip in there. I think the most one I've used is probably this one. And then just because I've had it for a while, and this is my second one. Yeah, second one. Yes, so this is from Ofra. This is Rodeo Drive. I got the first one in error in the newer package, and then I got this from somewhere else, and they sent it to me in the older package. But I liked this so much. I wanted to get, was it Glazed Donut? And they were kind of like, you know, like in a little display, and then I saw the display one, and then I went to get the one behind it, and I ended up getting Rodeo Drive. And I'm really excited because I ended up loving it, and I panned that one so quickly. So I thought I hadn't used my backup in a while, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna pop that into my pile. So I think of those. Oh, and then I have a loose highlighter. This is my favorite one. This is from Give Me Glow. This is the Moonlight one. So if I do want something a bit more blingy, I just keep this in my makeup pan drawer. Hi, honey. And oh, and then just because I've been liking it, I've also left this in my drawer. This is from P. Louise. This is the Hollywood Hills highlighter, and it's this one here, which I really like. So when I'm wanting a more goldy feel, I use this. A little bit more, I guess this one's gold too, but it was just a little bit more of a different undertone. And then, like I said, I've been really liking the Cover FX. So I think since this is the one that is actually the one put into pan, let's use that one. And then I will use one of my favorite brushes. This is from Kaleidos. And there we go. And I think today, let's go with that one. And that one is that the rose gold? Yeah, because there's rose gold, white gold, and then 24 karat gold. And this one's close to the Rodeo Drive, but the Rodeo Drive I think is a little bit more golder, like a darker gold, where this is a more pale gold. But I really like this one a lot. So it's been a joy to pan. Like I said, when I project pan things, as I'm using it, I find I'm just not enjoying using it. Not that I just not in the mood at this moment to use, but it's like, nah, I don't like it. I'm getting rid of it now. But I have to give it the old college try first. But can you see how nice and wet and blingy this is? I mean, come on. And let's see. So yeah, we went over the blushes, the highlighters, foundations. Oh, I do have a powder foundation that I need to get, or compact foundation that I need to get is part of my project pan. So I need to focus a bit more on that. This is one from Laura Mercier. I'm not sure how much I like it, so, but I'm going to try it a few more times before I decide if I'm just going to give up on it or not. Oh, I was wrong. Here it is. It was just buried underneath. See, I just have a teeny bit left. That was the one that I would have used to do the shimmer. What else do I got going? And then I got a few other things. If I want to do looks with different primers, I have a black. I really like this one. This is Prime is Everything by The Balm. So I have it in black, and then I also have a neutral one. So if I want one that's a little bit drier, and then like the P. Louise, a little less sticky and a bit darker, this one here. So I've got these in pan as well. I haven't used them for a bit, so I better get back on that. And let's see, what else do I have in here that I'm panning? I'm not panning that, that's just in here because I think that might be, oh, I have a liquid highlighter. This is one, or this Hollywood filter. Is this the Hollywood filter? Yeah, I got a little one. I don't see why everybody's so crazy about it, but I will finish it. I do have a redness corrector if I need that occasionally. And I think that, and then I have a full, from Dose of Colors. I really like this foundation, but it's really the wrong color. I use Custom Enhancing Drops, so I think I got it close enough, but if I feel like a full face, and then I use this one. And then, oh, I lied. I have one more blush that I'm working, and I finished the center. This one is from Charlotte Tilbury. So, but that's if I want a really, really pale blush. And then I have another brow product that I'm panning, and that's from Wonder Wax. So if I want them to stay put with a little bit of color, it's this brown color, and I'm almost there. So I need to get back to that one as well. But I do this one more when my brows are done, and then when they're not done, then I use more pencil or clear wax. But I think that covers most of the things I'm panning, besides little liners and things. So that is done. So let's see here. So for mascara, again, I always only have one open unless I get something to test, but since I'm in a no-buy, that ain't happening. So I've been using, I had thought I had run out of my green one, that I couldn't find my backup, and then they were out in the store, so I grabbed this one that's the purple Lash Princess, and I think the formulas are pretty close, but I think I like this wand better than the other wand in the green one now. So this one may be my go-to. And then am I panning any lipsticks? I don't think I am. I also have a concealer, a couple liners. Oh, maybe we should do a liner. Let's see here. Yes, let's do a liner. This is my favorite eyeliner of all time. This is from Amaterasu. This is a local Canadian brand, and I think I'm going to be needing some new soon, but yeah, let's get my other mirror. I think I need one a little bit closer if I'm doing eyeliner. I like to buy local when I can, Canadian when I can, small business when I can. That's why I really like buying from Suba. I love buying from Amaterasu. Color Effects is Canadian. All right. Oh, it started raining. Uh-oh, I'm raining a little bit. It's torrential. Well, I guess I'll get rid of the last bit of snow. I'm getting a tattoo on Saturday. Getting my Abby tattooed. So I was hoping the snow would go away, but with all this rain, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but all of a sudden it is very torrential. Yeah, I really like this eyeliner a lot. There we go. See, that made an easy, nice wing. There we go. Now let's spray our face first before we do a mascara. Like so. So yeah, I've been trying to stay pretty faithful to my project pan. So if I'm not filming, I use everything that's in here. If I am just doing eyeshadow, then I try to use what's in here if I'm not doing anything like a specific brand. And that way it just keeps me using my makeup, because again, my goal is to get to core base products and then just things like blushes, highlighters, and lipsticks. You can change up, but hey, maybe I'm getting a little bit better using reds, hey? Doesn't look like I have pink eye or anything. Ooh, I think I like this little palette. I think if I wanted to do a bronzy red eye again, this is the palette I'm gonna go to. A little mascara, and then like I said, I don't have a lipstick that I'm panning. Just want to see if I have, oh, I also, see, I keep finding blushes. Is this a blush or is this, oh yes. And then my little NARS Orgasm blush here that has Project Pan. I was using that for a while, and then I kind of stopped. All right, do I have a lippy? Oh, you know what? Let's do what I said before. Let's go with that. There we go. And I'll just clean it off a little bit on my thing, because I use this as a blush and it's on my lips. There we go. Doesn't go with the eye, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. All right. So there is that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do my hair, come back, final thoughts, wrap her up. All right, so there we go. Just decided to put in some little ponies here. Be done with it. It's just my end of the, well, it's late afternoon when I'm filming this. Like I said, maybe some errands and filming another video. But anyways, that is my, what we're doing with our Project Pan, how we're doing with our no buy. Really good, so proud of myself. 2 months, no makeup. Woo. So there we go. And then our little look with the palette that I forgot and some of the things that I am project panning. So if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still play with forgotten palettes together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.